Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to Astera Fitness. We're going to be focusing on our core. So you guys, we have no equipment that are necessary today, just yourselves. The format for today is going to be going in a circuit. So we're going to be going over an exercise, and then we're going to move on to the next, and then the next, and then all the way back to the next exercise. Feel free to check out the description for full details. All right, who's ready? All right, first we're gonna get warmed up here. So I wanna start top to bottom. So even though it's a core exercise, I still wanna get the whole body nice and warmed up, the entire joints nice and warmed up. Focusing on your breathing today. We're just getting those arms back. And then we're gonna go forward. Focusing on our breathing. All right, let's get ready for some squats with a twist. So how we're gonna get with our arms is hands up in front. We're gonna sit down into an imaginary chair. Come on up and then twist the body, come back to center. So down and other side. Notice how my one heel is peeling off the ground to allow for that twist. This is for our obliques, and it's gonna definitely help us with our core exercises for today. Exhale. Good. Just a few more, keeping that back nice and flat. You want to imagine that you have a pencil on your shoulder blades and you don't want to drop it. We don't want to force the turn, so only go as far as your body will let you. Good. All right, shake it out, shake it out. We're going to raise our hands up in the air and we're going to connect knee to elbow and reach. Knee to elbow and reach. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just focus on trying to get that crunch right in the oblique. Focusing on those exhales. Good. This is also opening up your hip flexors. Focusing on that breathing. Last one. And join me on the mat. So we can start with our shins parallel to the ground. So you're in a tabletop position and we're just gonna walk it out. Walk it out. Try not to swing those hips and come all the way back. Focusing on our breathing. So if you need help with your hips not to sway, you can widen your stance a little bit more and that'll stop your hips from swaying. Only go as far as your body will let you and keep your core nice and tight. Focusing on our breathing. Keep that back nice and flat. Last one. Good. All right, so the first exercise, we're gonna be combining 3 in 1. So 10 reps each with a total of 30 reps. So join me on the ground here as we're gonna demonstrate what this exercise is all about and execute this workout together. So first things first, you wanna keep your knees bent. So keeping the chest nice and proud, and we're gonna keep our fingertips on the back of our head. All right, so squeezing our shoulder blades, and that kind of leaves a little curve in our lower back. That's okay as long as you're keeping your core nice and strong. So we're gonna lift our stomach. Our stomach is gonna touch the ground now. That's the aim that we're going for. So we're gluing that lower back into the ground. We're gonna lead with the chin, and then we're gonna relax. And then we're gonna come on up again, leading with the chin, and come on down. So let's go ahead for 10. 1, 2. Focusing on your breathing, and always gluing that lower back into the ground. Remember, we're not tugging on the backs of our neck. Let's do 3 more. Exhale. Good. Now I can relax. We're gonna combine this. So we're gonna focus on the lower abdomen here. So there's 3 different ways of doing this. We either bring one knee in and the other knee in, okay? Always keeping that lower back glued to the ground. Or we can bring both knees in and extend. Or we don't bend the knees and we just raise all the way up and all the way down. So there's progressions there. Do only what feels right for you. I'm gonna go with the middle progression here where I bring both knees in and extend. So let's go ahead for 10. Always keeping that lower back glued to the ground. Focus on controlling, squeezing those shoulder blades. Good. Let's do 5 more. focusing your lower abdomen without peeling the lower back in off the ground here. Give me 2 more. Good. Relax here. We're going to put our fingertips again back onto the back of our heads. We're going to lead with the chin. Only this time, we're connecting elbows to knees. Only if you can reach. Otherwise, you're just going to be aiming for the knees with your elbows. Keeping that lower half glued to the ground or lower back. Let's do 5 more. Remember, we're not jerking on the back of our head. We are just making sure we're leading with the chin. Exhale every time you extend. 1 more. Good. So that was exercise number 1, even though there was 3 exercises in it. That's the only one like that. So we're going to move on to the second exercise here, and we're going to do a sit-up. But this is what it looks like. So the sit-up is we're extending our arms. We're going to reach for the knee, extend, and then reach for the foot. And then we're going to go to the knee, down, extend for the foot. Okay? So you want to lie down, again, leading with the chin. So let's go ahead and begin. So even though I'm extended fully, I still want to keep my core engaged. So I'm reaching for my knee, extend, out. Good. Other side. So this would be considered 1, 2. Focus on that control. You are free to slow this down as much as you need to. Take breaks as much as you need to. Feel free to relax your head as much as you need to. Remember, we don't want to feel any tension on the back of our neck. You're doing great. All right, stretch it out. Next exercise, we're going to get into a plank. Only this time, we're going to be doing some knee touches. So whether you want to do your plank as a high plank, we can do knee touches like this, or if you want to get down closer to the ground, we're going to do a plank like in a flat back, and we're just going to tap our knees down. So that would be considered 1. Who's with me? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. So we're aiming for 20 because it's 10 each. Good. Keep that back nice and flat. You're doing good. Just make sure that back is nice and flat. Good. Woo! Relax. Woo! If you want to stretch it out, you can keep your hands down and reach your chin up into the ceiling. You can feel a nice stretch in your abdomen. But we'll save that for later because we're going to go back into our circuit. So we're going to go back for those 3s. So remember, now on our second lap. So placing your fingertips behind our head, keeping that core nice and tight. And we're going to reach and come down. Remember, we're gluing that lower back to the ground. We're almost there. Give me 4 more. Control every move. All right, 1 more. Okay, and now relax the complete upper half. Remember, we still want to glue our lower back to the ground, and I'm going to bring my knees in. Remember your options. We can do 1 at a time or straight leg. So for this, why not? I'm going to progress it all the way. I'm going to do straight legs, so keep that lower half glued to the ground and come on up and down. 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember to control every move. And last 1. Good. And now we're combining complete upper body or upper abdomen and lower abdomen. So keeping the head nice and secure with those fingertips, leading with the chin. Bring it in. 1. Lower back glued to the ground. Keep looking up at the ceiling. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a moment for yourself, and we're going to get into the knee and the toe reaches here. All right. So Remember, if you need to take a little rest in between as you lift, rest that head and then reach for the top. Again, 1. And let's go. 2. 3. You're doing great. I'm feeling this all in my core, baby. And you don't actually have to reach for your toes. I understand that we may be limited, and that's okay. If you want to just stay with the knees, that works too. You're doing good. Woo! Let's roll over and get ready for our plank with the knee touches. So again, shoulders back. Very important to remember to keep a nice flat back. So you are able to do this on a high plank, or you can stay low. I'm gonna go low, and you do whatever you want at home, and we're gonna tap. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Keep that back nice and flat. Remember, keeping that core nice and tight. Let's go for 1 more each. 1 and 1. Woo! All right, we're gonna do this all one more time. You with me? Let's go. So, fingertips supporting the back of our neck. Remember, we shouldn't feel this in the back of our neck. So if you do, you just wanna lead with your chin a little bit more, keeping that core nice and tight. So, fingertips, and we're gonna start with upper abdomen. So reach and down. You're simply just reaching your chin to the ceiling and then relaxing. 4. Gluing that lower back to the ground. 2 more. Good. All right, let's go. So again, we have options here, always making sure we're keeping our lower back glued to the ground. So I'm gonna bring these in. So 1, 2, 3, keep that lower back glued. 4. Keep that chest proud. 2 more, 2 more. Good. And finally, we're gonna combine upper and lower abdomen. So fingertips and leading our elbows to the knees and leading our chin up into the ceiling. 4, 5, 6. Make sure the feet touch the ground. 2 more. Awesome work. All right, let's reach it out. And reach for that knee. Come back down and reach for the foot. And reach for the knee and reach for the foot. The goal is to try to just get a little bit closer to the foot. And we're leading with the chin. Woo! 2 more each. Let's go. 1 more. Woo! And finish off. Let's do this. Turn it around for me. Are you ready? So we're gonna do this together. I'm gonna plant my forearms down on the ground, get myself ready here, and tap. 1, 2, 2. Woo! You're doing great. Try to keep those hips level. Nice work. We're almost there. 1 more. Try not to quickly bring your knees down. You want to control it and just tap the knees on the ground. 2 more. Last ones. All right, good job, everyone. We're going to get into a cool down now. You did amazing today. Just a quick way to get your core nice and strong, and also waking yourself up if you're just starting your day. So we're just going to reach our chin up into the ceiling here. Try to feel that stretch. If this is too much on your lower back, just go down a little bit lower and then reach your head up as high as you can. So the goal is to try to get a stretch in our abdomen. So we're going to need a little bit more movement here, but you listen to your body and just go at a slow pace. All right, so Let's bring our body up into a tabletop. So you're looking at your legs, make sure you're not sinking into one hip, and you want to just reach your chin up, and then your core can drop here as you feel a stretch in the abdomen. And then we're going to round that spine and tuck in the chin. And then again. And exhale. One more. Good job. All right, I wanted to thank you guys so much for tuning in just to get a quick core exercise in. Feel free to like and subscribe so that way you guys could be in the know of when I post new workout videos. Also check out my lower body day and my total body superlative exercise. It was great having you. Thank you so much. Woo!